This is what most people are doing that gets them to that $26,000 to $56,000 a month model that I mentioned. Most coaches and healers, this is what their business model looks like. First of all, you should know they don't call it a business model. They just call it their life. And when they talk to a prospect, who they don't call a prospect, they call a person, they think about what that person might want and they make something up, or they get inspired by a friend or a Facebook post, and they just keep creating all different things. So in this model, you will see this coach or consultant, let's see, does some corporate speaking, has a class on Teachable, does some online group classes, did a Kickstarter campaign, runs a boot camp for girls. They do one-on-one coaching at $100 an hour, which is what I did at the beginning. They run retreats. So if you look at this, is this what your business looks like right now? Are you doing all these different things? Instead of, when we look up here, see how there's one front end we're selling into, but here I'm selling all different things. So I have a list, I have all these people on the list, and then I'm like, oh, are you from a company? Maybe I could speak at your company. Or, hey, I just released a Teachable class, want to buy it? Or, hey, I'm thinking of doing a retreat this summer, want to join? So how many people are running their business? Just say me. If you are running your business like this, this is the most common business model for coaches and healers. They have random things. If this is you, type me. Got it. So a few of you are doing that, where you get a random idea and you go do it. And am I right about how much money you're making, which is between $26,000 and $56,000? So am I right? Somebody says I'm not even that organized. Yes. See a lot of you saying me. So most people with this model, just the way that this is a business model, and the way this works is you will make between $26,000 and $56,000 a year. That's how most people do it. And then they're very tired and frustrated. And mostly they're annoyed at coaches who are not as good as them, bragging about how much mother effing money they're making. And it's like, wait, how come you're making that much money? I know what I do is at least as good as what you do. It is as good. The best doesn't always win. This is why what I want to talk about today, some of you are saying made even less than that. So if you do that well, you make between $26,000 and $56,000. This is why I want to talk about your six-figure business makeover. And at the heart of that business makeover, the one required non-negotiable is you having a single signature course. One thing that you are striving to be the best in the world at. One thing that you study and learn and you spend 20 hours a week teaching, but much more than that studying because you love it. In fact, most of my clients who followed this business plan, 76% of them, in fact, generate over $100,000 by doing less and working 20 to 30 hours a week. The key, my friends, is to do less work. I know it sounds crazy, but to do less work so that you can study and be the best in the world at what you're doing. And of course, there's always new research. There's always more to learn. You can always get better. So being able to focus on delivering a signature course, whether it's one-on-one or group, But having your signature system is the thing that will determine success or failure. Now, in this business model, you only get 24 clients a year. That's just 2 people a month. And if you look at the other system, there were lots of clients here. There were 6 people at the retreat. There were 6 girls at our boot camp. We had a Kickstarter campaign that had 50 people contributing. There was an online group class that it looks like there were at least, 50 people in that. There was a teachable class. Doesn't look like it did that well, but had 30 people or so in that teachable class. Corporate speaking, looks like there's 20 people or so in that room. But all that all over the place requires that you work 60, 70, 80 hours a week and you not make very much money. Here, with just 24 people, we're making $48,000, which for most of you, I think you're saying that's more than you made. My range of $26,000 to $56,000, many of you are like, yeah, not even that, sis. Sorry, that sounds great. But then what we will do is we'll add this crazy mishmash, but we'll add it as something we will call ongoing support. And you will only sell it to people who have completed your front end. People who have completed your signature course can buy ongoing support. And maybe that'll look like a boot camp for their daughters. And maybe it'll look like a corporate speech for their company. And maybe it'll look like a retreat. Or maybe it'll look like a teachable class. We'll figure that out later. That's not today's class. I run a high-end mastermind for difference makers. That's what my back end is. But today we're going to talk about your signature course and how to get that course out there and generating revenue.